If you could see the world through my eyes, vibrant purple sunrise, shards of broken dreams come raining down.
Mark here, Life and Fitness Files. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with content. Today, we're going to be diving into some specific exercises to strengthen our glutes, which can impact our back and ties directly into the video talking about anterior pelvic tilt. I got onto this kick because my lower back had been bothering me, and when I realized, okay, I have an anterior pelvic tilt. What does that actually mean? I was able to target what's going on and what do I need to do to improve it. So check out my other video on anterior pelvic tilt. But ultimately, when we have an anterior pelvic tilt and we're kind of hanging out forward, our core is not activated. Our glutes are just hanging out back here and aren't activated and become weak. Our back becomes weak. So I'm going to show you a few exercises that can help alleviate some of that back pain and improve that anterior pelvic tilt. These are obviously just a few ideas, but these are something you can try to do over the next few months, and I guarantee you, you will see an improvement. So first, to strengthen our back as well as our glutes, there's obviously some things like doing deadlifts. Some people love those, some people hate them. You can try that out. I'm not going to demonstrate that right here, right now, but you could do one-legged deadlifts to help with some of that balance. You can do typical deadlifts. You can do straight leg deadlifts, whatever works in your style and your training routine, but those will obviously strengthen your legs as well as your back. You could do something at the gym where you're doing some of those back extensions to help strengthen your back. But when we look at glutes specifically, in order to activate them, you need some muscles there. So let's look at a few glute specific exercises. Always hear about glute bridges. Those are something pretty basic, but that can help us to understand how and where to activate so that we can get those things firing when we're walking as well as when we're standing. So with glute bridges, really, it's just a matter of laying down, feet are flat on the ground, and really what you want to do is activate your glutes. So it's not a matter of using your abs or your core to lift, but really activate those glutes to help you to know when you're standing or you're walking, you know where to activate as well as to strengthen those muscles. So raising, and you should feel those glutes fire and activate. You could hold them as well for a couple of seconds to help get some of that tension and release. Raise, hold, release. Now, as you do this, it's also helpful to activate your abs and this part of your core in conjunction with that. So as you activate core, tighten your glutes, fire those, and back down. Again. So this is something you can do 8 reps, 3 to 5 times. Fire those. And at first, this exercise can seem really easy, especially if you're experienced with doing some other things. But when you do it and you do those glute bridges and you hold at the top, you can actually start to feel those firing, and they can get pretty tired, especially if you're holding in that flexed position. So up, hold. This one's pretty basic, but something that definitely works and comes in handy. You don't need any equipment, but let's look at another one that you can do where you don't need any equipment, and I've seen huge benefits from this exercise, including immediate relief from back pain. So this exercise, there's a few components to this, so stick with me here. So this, you're laying on your side, and you're going to be focusing on one side at a time. So you're going to stick up your leg and bring your leg so that it's behind your body and you want to point your toe down. You should activate this glute muscle right here and squeeze that. And to release that tension, you're going to come down. This is your resting position. So your knee comes across your body. Okay, you're resting your glute muscle. Now this comes in handy if you've ever felt some of that back pain where it's like, okay, there's just a nagging. This exercise can actually relieve that ache in the moment, on the spot, by doing this, as well as strengthening your back to help prevent that from happening in the future. So let's look at this again here. You're gonna bring your leg behind you, point your toe down. You're gonna feel, activate that glute muscle right here, and hold 1, 2, 3, relax. Come back, activate glute, toe down, 1, 2, 3, down. You want to do this 5 times. Up, toe down, tension, activate that glute, and down. You want to make sure that you do this on both sides so that it is strengthening both sides of your body. So you have coming behind your body, toe down, activate glute muscle, and relax. Up, toe down, 1, 2, 3, across. 1, 2, 3, across. If you're specifically targeting a sore, achy back that just kind of nagging, you can't get rid of it, this exercise will help. And what you want to do specifically in that case is you want to burn out that tension, really put a lot of tension on that glute muscle, and it's going to actually clear up that back, but you want to hold for 10 seconds and really burn it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And having done this myself many times, you will see immediate relief and you'll go and feel like, wow, that helped a lot. It might come back later in the day, find a spot, hide out somewhere, go do that again on both sides. You'll feel immediate relief and it's awesome. So check that out. Now, one last exercise to demonstrate for you. Similar idea, but a little bit different movement and something just to keep it interesting. So with this exercise, you're going to be down on your elbow. You are on your hip. So you're going to lean forward. So you're activating your glutes. So it's almost like you're on a side glute bridge. But really, when you come up, you're going to lift your leg. So now you're activating that same muscle when we were coming behind us. Your legs are behind you. And you're going to bring your body around, and you could feel that same muscle activate that we did in this exercise. But now we're doing it a little bit different. So elbows down, leaning on your elbow, leaning on your hip. You're going to lean forward, come up, and activate that glute. Come up. One more. Now make sure to do this on both sides. So you're on your elbow, on your hip, lean forward. And you could feel that activate right in your glute. So, at first, these exercises can be a little bit difficult, especially if you're new to this. If you have an anterior pelvic tilt, it's very likely that your core, as well as your glutes in your back can be kind of weak. This is going to help counteract that. So let me show you the same exercise one more time from a different position so you make sure you got it. You got your elbow down on your hip, you're leaning forward, and you're bringing your leg up and activating that glute, and you will feel that. You can hold it, touch it, make sure that you're activating the right muscle. Boom. Hopefully these exercises can help you. There's lots of other exercises that you can do to activate those glute muscles, to strengthen glute muscles. You're going to see a difference in things like running, weightlifting, even just walking. Because when you start strengthening your glutes, you start realizing, okay, now I can actually feel what it is to activate those muscles because I'm actually building some muscle. Then when you walk, you can actually tell a difference. And then it will start alleviating some of that back pressure. You can use some of these exercises to alleviate back pressure on the spot, but by building strength over time, you're going to counteract that anterior pelvic tilt if you have that, as well as some of that back pain. So hopefully this video helps you on your fitness journey and can help alleviate some of your pain. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with content. Leave some comments. Let me know what you want to see. Here's to life and fitness. Peace out.
You might lose walking miles in someone else's show.